Yeah, I think everything's... Yep, okay, everything's split correctly then. So we don't have to worry! Everybody's got a roll. Except for the judge. Who's the judge?
My dear fellow, a most obvious answer presents itself, does it not?
Oh, please say Heat Flu, please. I am begging you.
The inspector is rarely, if ever, without his overcoat. The victim was simply conveyed in one of its many pockets.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I need a drink. Hold up.
Madame Rosie was not a human.
What?
I beg your pardon?
Was she a fairy?
Whatever,
Oh my god, she was a parrot.
whatever gives you that idea? Exactly what sort of creature was Madame Rosie?
She was a parrot.
Is it not apparent already? A parakeet, of course.
Something that could talk and fly. It was a... Oh my god.
It was a bird.
Hello everybody, KVTV on the Sun, and welcome! We are finally starting the second game, The Great Ace Attorney 2, Resolve. This is gonna be very interesting, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's just say, Me too, dogs.
The dogs agree.
Me too, dogs. The only thing I can tell you is that everything is gonna happen very quickly compared to the first game, and we no longer have animated cutscenes, because, I don't know, budget. So, it is what it is.
I have zero expectations going into this.
I have 2 expectations.
Well, I'll just say it's an adventure compared to the first one, even though the first game is called Adventure.
Maybe they should have swapped the titles.
No, Resolve makes sense. That seems like an ending thing.
Okay, but when Great Ace Attorney 3, Capcom, please. All your freaking Ace Attorney products keep selling out.
Oh my god, Naruhodo is dead.
Out over the vast ocean. Those days in London seem like a dream. But I do miss my time in England's vast capital. You know, he's flourished into a truly wonderful lawyer.
Has he?
I've no doubt that at this very moment
He points better
he's fighting
now.
some noble cause in court. Forgive me
Is he dead?
for taking so long to come to visit you. My life
I'm assuming
has
it's
been
Cosima.
such a whirlwind since I returned.
Yeah, it's Cosima. Or it could be her dad, considering she came back to London because her dad was really sick.
What has happened? Just 2
Actually, yeah, there's a lot of dead people in her life. I don't know who it is.
Her mom's dead.
I didn't know that.
This bitch.
Frieza.
So I came here today to ask something of you. Tomorrow, I shall be standing in court. For the only time in my life. As a lawyer.
Let's go. And she did.
Oh,
Yay.
finally the evil has been defeated.
It only took her one whole game.
Kazuma-sama.
One
Oh,
whole
okay.
game, and she dies.
So, do you want to put Kazuma's grave next to any of his family? No. Okay, where do you want to put it? On this lone hill.
I do like this this cut screen there. That's nice. Alright, 13th of August, 8:26 a.m. Supreme Court of oh, not this word again.
Judicature.
Amendments Antechamber 3. We're back in Japan, everybody, and I don't have to play as the protagonist because I'm not the protagonist for this. It's Susato.
Here I am again after 9 months. The Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. I feel so nervous, but I must steel my nerves to find a way to compose myself.
Oh, good. I forgot your voice.
You were reading his line.
What? Well,
I'm going to assume I had him somewhere down here, probably.
He's big
That
dad.
sounds about
He's
right.
big dad energy. All right.
Oh, good, you're here. It doesn't do for a lawyer to be late.
Oh, yes, good morning, sir.
I hardly recognize you. You got a fine figure, Counsel. But you look as white as a sheet. And those white eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Hang on, I feel like I've been here before.
Well, oh dear. The truth is, I'm incredibly nervous. I feel utterly nauseated. I almost wish that I'd never been born.
A little extreme, but goodness, not the sort of thing a father hopes to hear from his daughter, I must say.
Not so loud. The people over there might hear you. Eugene Mikatoba, Professor of Medicine at the Imperial Yume University. A man who, early in his life, traveled to Great Britain to study the latest advances in forensic medical evidence. Science, even. I'm nervous. And of course, my brilliant father.
This is final. Yeah. Yep.
Excuse me.
Let's go. We got final. It's a girl.
Would I be correct in thinking that you're my lawyer in court today?
Yes, that's right, miss.
Okay, just also want to point out this is just sheer pure coincidence that this casting just happened. But I've casted Final as like Ryunosuke's best friend, and now I've casted him as Susato's best friend. Was not intentional.
Also, for those watching, you're probably wondering, why does Final sound odd and like he's been beaten up by Lewis with a chancla after making one too many jokes? I currently have braces on, so yeah, it's making things a bit more challenging. So just FYI for the people who don't know.
Why are you saying that like I'm the one that put the braces in your mouth? Like, hang on a second. Like,
Look,
where's
I'm
my...
the one. Look, I'm the one who pisses you off the most between the three of you guys, so I figured if someone's gonna hurt me, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, but like what the hell, man? Like,
You tried to get me to play Metroid Other M, man.
you literally bought me Mega Man Network Transmission and Aliens Colonial Marines.
Oh my god, you two, get a room.
Well, I want to thank you for agreeing to represent me. I swear on my life. It's a complete fabrication. This whole thing.
Rain and Bonnie, born the same year as I, and my greatest friend. Though unusual for a woman in our time, she works at the University Research Laboratory, helping my father. And sadly, she's the defendant in today's trial. Accused of committing a truly awful murder.
Why is everyone around you always like accused of murder?
Are you feeling alright? Since we started talking, you seem, well, to become a little flushed.
Oh my, it's just that. You look so gallant and dashing.
Ray? Gay?
Yeah?
Sorry?
Lesbian?
Happy Pride?
Lesbian rights?
Happy Pride?
And when I fall under your intense gaze, it makes me feel rather bashful.
Happy Pride?
Goodness, I don't think she knows.
Oh no, she doesn't!
She hasn't realized who I am.
No. I don't think you know that she knows.
Meanwhile, Yuji's having a good time with this.
It would seem our little plan for this trial is going to work.
Oh, what do you mean, Professor Mikatoba?
If even your best friend can't see through the disguise, I think we can relax.
Disguise?
Yes. I've never tried dressing this way before, of course, so I wasn't sure how convincing it would be. But this does make me feel a little relieved, as you say, Father.
Father? Ah! Is that you, Susanoo?
I'm so sorry I didn't say something sooner, Ray. It's just that...
No! What are you doing? What's going on? What?
And
What?
now the gay panic is setting in.
That varsity uniform, that varsity cap, that varsity cape, that varsity badge. Look at you! Look for all the world just like a student of the Imperial Yume University! A male student!
Trans rights? I'm so glad you think so.
There are many rights going on right now.
It means all my preparations have been worthwhile. I woke up 4 this morning to make a start.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
But I don't understand. Why are you dressed like that?
Well, you see...
It was the only way. The only way she would be permitted into the Supreme Court to take on your defense in this trial.
My defense?
Ellipses.
Never before in my life have I felt so frustrated at having been born into this body.
Oh, okay, you know.
Is it trans rights? Hang on a
Trans
second.
right?
Courts in Japan are barred to women. We're not even allowed to set foot inside the courtroom. Except that one time, in the first case, but that was an exception, a very late exception.
That didn't count. Someone died.
Someone died here too.
That didn't count. Someone important died there.
I thought someone important died. Whatever. Despite the fact that the... Yeah, wait a minute. Dr. Wilson was a very important person. What are you talking about?
No, that was the important one. This one it isn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that the laws of the land apply to all people, male and female alike.
But women are forbidden.
Just for today, I'll be leaving my true self at the courtroom door. So I can act as your lawyer.
Oh, Susanoo, you'd go to such lengths for me?
Now kiss.
Of course, you're my greatest friend. I just worry that I shan't be the lawyer you deserve.
Oh no, I have complete faith in you.
Ray,
It's so strange, though. I mean, you're such an accomplished judicial assistant already. And yet just because you're a woman. What a wretched reason! I mean, why shouldn't you be allowed in court? You're so gallant and dashing.
Do you think at this point the creators of Ace Attorney are aware of how homoerotic their series is?
Possibly.
Do you think they know?
I'm gonna be real. I appreciate like Kazuma Sogi. That's his full name. Naruhodo Kazuma. That's great and all, but I am feeling way more intense feelings from these two than anything that Asogi and Naruhodo have done so far.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm also thinking like about how my first introduction to this was like gay lawyers, Edgeworth and Phoenix.
Yeah.
And then like you've got Kazuma and Naruhodo, which honestly wasn't that gay. It was more just like they're very close friends, but actually not as a joke. And then this. It's just like, like I wonder how much of this is on purpose at this point. Because like this is a lot for it to just be like a coincidence. Like I'm looking at you, creator of Ace Attorney. Like I'm looking at you. Like I'm looking.
Clearly playing into the whole fan service. Clearly.
Yeah. And I mean, it's helpful that we have progressive things like that coming from a Japanese creator because Japan is not the best about that. So.
No, yeah, I'm not saying whether that's good or not. I'm just like wondering if it's on purpose or not.
Probably.
I'm just like, it's like, you know what? I just it's so homoerotic. It's like, okay. You know what? So Susato, Ray, kiss.
Ray, maybe later. Please don't look at me like that with those flushed cheeks and doting eyes.
No, please keep doing that.
Oh my god! Put in the saxophone!
I'm sorry. Oh,
We're never gonna finish this case.
oh, I'm sorry. It's just you really do look so dashing.
Yes, you mentioned that once or twice already.
Ray's just.
I love how Eugene is just fine with this too. He's just like, oh, this is great.
He's laughing. He's like, you should be pleased. It means you look convincing as a man.
You should just give him their approval, his approval.
It's like, Eugene doesn't care. He's been to places. He's like, you know what? Love's love, man.
Oh, more than you think, KB. Anyway.
Well, look.
Eugene is over here like, haha, happy pride.
You know what? I can't even talk about it.
I know.
We'll keep going. Let's keep going.
I know.
I am pleased. I think it certainly helped to bolster my confidence today.
Just imagining Ray as that like one picture of SpongeBob that's sitting at the diner, just like staring into the middle distance with a cup of coffee in front of him, just like thinking about things.
Ray,
That's Ray.
you're managing to put a brave face in all of this, but I can see through it. I've noticed how your shoulders are slumped and how you're trembling ever so slightly.
Susato, you do believe in me, don't you? I didn't do it. I couldn't have. I mean, murder.
Of course. You have nothing to worry about. Your conscience is perfectly clean.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm going to ignore that part. Isn't that right?
They're 16-year-old, please. Come on.
Yes, it is. Perfectly clean.
I have absolutely no doubt in my mind about your innocence. Which is why I'll stand by you to the very bitter end in this trial. Whatever happens, I'll always be on your side. Because that's what it means to be a defense lawyer.
I'm just imagining
And
like
other things.
I'm just sitting here like, it's like murder would never do it. Gay thoughts, anyway.
It means so much to me, Susato.
Defendant. Oh, I'm sorry. You go first. You go first.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You know, I saw. You want to say it together?
No. You know what? Yeah, we should try it together.
All right. Ready?
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Defendant. Counsel.
Hey, nice. Very nice.
Oh yeah. We did great.
All right, you can take this one.
Okay. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. You should go in at once, Ray. If you're late, the judge won't hesitate to pronounce you guilty.
Oh. Stand aside!
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen her run so fast.
Oh, okay. I don't think she needed to rush in like that, but all right. Sure. You know what? I guess it's better than not rushing in. Well, Susato, you've certainly surprised your father. Going to such lengths to be admitted into the courtroom, and with no prior experience of being a lawyer.
I mean, have you seen Mr. Naruhodo? He's pretty stupid.
I have seen him. You are correct about that.
He's doing his best!
That's good and all, but his best is an idiot.
He still has 4 trials under his belt that he cleared, okay? Okay, well, actually, no, one of them was... We don't talk about McGilded, actually. Let's not talk about McGilded case.
Technically only 2, because... Wait, no. 3. Because the ship doesn't count.
I did say... Well, I said 4, and then initially... Then
Oh.
I changed it to 3. Because the first case...
That's okay. That's okay. We can't count.
Okay, yeah. There is simply no other way to admit that Naruhodo only won because I helped. That's all there is to it. But father, you haven't told her, have you? I mean, I'm right in assuming that Ray doesn't know how it came to this?
Yes, quite right. I've kept that information from her. It would only worry her if she found out that no other lawyer would agree to take her case. I didn't want to burden her with that.
And is this true? The reason why every other lawyer is refusing to take the case? Is it really because of who the victim was?
We should be making a move now, too. As you know, law isn't my field, but I'll do what I can to support my student.
Thank you, father.
Law isn't your field, says the guy who's helped a lot of lawyers out.
I'm Susato Mikotoba, a judicial assistant. 8 months ago, I accompanied a student of law on a study trip to Great Britain. But 2 months ago, due to unforeseen circumstances, I found myself back in Japan.
Wait a second.
Yeah, well, his dad seems okay.
You accompanied Kasuma,
Huh?
and then he died.
Yeah,
You can't just gloss over that and assume that it was Naruhodo.
So the meme...
That's not important right now. How many times have I wished that he would hear, I wonder? Still, I have no choice now but to see to myself for the trial ahead.
We have reached the point where Ace Attorney likes to meme and say, that man.
We don't know which man. It could be Naruhodo-san, it could be Kazuma-san,
It's
it could
just
be...
that
it could
man.
be Edgeworth-san.
It's
Could
just...
be who?
Edgeworth-san, you know, the there's a song about the man named who's worth everything on the edge of the cliff.
What the hell, KB?
Wish me luck, Naruhodo-san.
We're not gonna get anywhere with this case.
we haven't even gotten to the
You
boy
already
yet.
got there.
Once the boy shows up.
Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 1.
The problem is it got really gay, and when it got gay, it just derailed everything.
Yeah.
This court is now in session to hear the trial of Ray Mimbani.
The prosecution is fully ready to proceed, Your Excellency.
Oh dear lord.
Oh god, not with that voice, you're not.
I'm trying to do my best Starscream impression.
Well,
it's very difficult with braces.
unfortunately, you're nailing it.
I can't believe that after losing his top knot, his voice changed to that.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Megatron.
Oh god, that worked actually. I was going to read the line and then I heard that and I got upset. It's like, oh wow. Defense counsel, are you ready? Yes, Your Excellency. We are ready.
Okay, Susano's actually kind of cute in that outfit.
Well, yeah.
Ready.
Yes, counsel. According to your registration details, your name is, Ryutaro Naruhodo? Is that correct?
Sorry?
Oh, yes. I had to come up with a suitable male name for you for this little venture. So I'm afraid to say I simply put down the first name that sprung to mind.
Good thing
Well,
the judge
counsel.
can't hear that.
Yes, that's right. I mean... Yes, I'm Ritaro, he who has vowed to uphold the pride of the great Naruhodo clan.
Seems Ryutaro may need to consider how better to uphold his manly act first and not overdo it.
I didn't go too low.
And those wild, wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Just relax and listen.
It's a pretty stressful situation.
Naruhodo? A fresh face in this courtroom, if I'm not mistaken. But the name Naruhodo, would that perchance be...
I'm sorry, his little dot in the...
You may be thinking of Ryunosuke Naruhodo, currently in Britain as part of a study program. This is,
His cousin!
That's right. Ryutario has been studying in the provinces, but was called to the capital for this trial. I assure you, in matters of law, his knowledge rivals that of any of Tokyo's preeminent lawyers.
Any of them!
Oh dear.
Tut tut, what a pitiable situation. Having been rejected by every lawyer in the capital, the accused had to call in a country boy.
Ouchie, I don't remember this going well for you last time.
How dare you! Susanoo was every bit as gallant and dashing as any of your Tokyo attorneys.
Ray?
I won't have you making fun of her.
Ray?
Her? Oh,
Maybe we shouldn't have revealed that. This was decided to her.
Please, be careful, Ray.
What an unrefined tomboy we have here. But I wonder, is your gallant and dashing lawyer up to the challenge of defending you? His wide, skittish eyes very much suggest that he is not.
Ouchie, seriously, I don't remember this going well for you last time.
I'm so nervous. Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand what Naruhodo-san goes through. Like it or not, want to okay, yeah, you know what, I might as well say that.
It is in English.
That checks. That checks.
Yeah.
I
Eyes are
want to flit.
Yep, that is an English phrase.
English is a beautiful language.
Like
Yeah,
the
it's
moon.
written in Russian and you pronounce it in Japanese.
See, here's what you do. You take Latin, and then you take Latin and Germanic, and then Germanic beats up Latin
Oh, whoops.
like to a bloody pulp.
Yeah.
And then it gets on Latin's shoulders, puts on a trench coat. That's English.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. The case to be heard on this day is a matter of great significance to our national interests.
I'm so happy we have the option of opening a log.
In fact, it would be reasonable to assume that the outcome of this trial may well affect the very future of our empire. And I feel like we've been here before.
Indeed we have, Megatron. Just like the trial 9 months ago.
I need you to stop calling me that. I don't know why, but I don't like
Megatron?
it. I don't know why, but I don't like that.
Megatron!
Please stop. Ouchie, please stop.
Only because we have to do this thing anyway. And yet for proceedings of such importance, we have this. Unknown yokel by the dock. Dear me.
Ouchie, didn't you lose last time?
That was a fluke. I totally got it this time.
Perhaps this would be an appropriate moment for me to assess the defense. To determine whether you're sufficiently competent to practice in this courtroom. Now, first question, are you a boy or a girl?
Non-binary?
Oh.
Hang on, what does that mean? Ouchie, what does that mean?
You're asking the wrong person, Megan. I mean, Judge.
It's the early 1900s. I don't know if we've invented that yet.
I am honestly not sure either. Like, there's probably, but at the same time, might be a bit of a hot button issue. I honestly don't know.
I'm not sure either on this one. Yeah, this is weird. So anyway, while they're having that conversation, 9 months ago, when a certain other Naruhodo stood where you're standing now,
He raised his hands.
he did keep raising his hand. That's true. The same judge tested him as well. And even though he was just a student at the time, not even of law, he passed the test with flying colors.
I don't.
He passed the test with barely crawling colors.
Well, he eventually stopped doing baby slaps.
For a trained and experienced judicial assistant like you, this will be easy.
Is it?
So, Council, you consent to answering some simple questions?
Right, it's time to prove myself.
Council?
Oh my god.
I really feel like I've been here before.
Yes,
Honestly, I believe they are related. I totally buy that.
Yes, Your Excellency. But please do make them simple.
Very well. To start with, you will state the name of the victim.
Phew, that is simple. I couldn't forget that if I tried.
Ah,
What's the matter?
Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand something else not how the sun goes through. Like it or not, minds are wants to blink.
It's not surprising, really. It's your first time in this position, and in that guise. Even a bright spark like you is bound to flicker and falter a little under the circumstances.
Oh dear, this dismal failure.
Don't fret. You need only use the knowledge you've gained as a judicial assistant to overcome the problem.
Of course, the court record. Yes, the answer will be amongst all the key information about the case in the court record.
That's right. Just use the E key to open the court record. When you need to flip to the people section, then you need to flip to the people section with the E key. And don't take too long over it. His Excellency is watching you closely. Remember, it's the E key.
Right, check the court record with...
the E key.
That's where the information I need would be.
I'm waiting, Council. Did you press the E key yet?
Alright, let's see. 2 p.m. Death is believed to be due to trauma to the victim's lung with a
No.
knife blade.
You
I gotta
pressed
press
the
the
E
E key.
The E key.
I did press the E key. I'm just
You
reading.
press it again.
I want to read.
There you go.
My God. Oh, why can't I? Move?
I could not have made this any more clear.
Why can't I move? Okay, there we go.
The evil that has been defeated.
Only took 9 months.
Finally.
Gracia appears to be struggling to accept changes afoot as a result of the turbulent new times. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, that little curl of his hair is just so much.
What is the name of the victim in this case?
Can
The
I?
victim.
Oh, sorry. I was like, wait, who's the first guy? Oh, right. That's
Oh, based on the little dot on his
The
head.
victim, not who you wish was the victim.
So there's actually an achievement here, so I'm just gonna pick Dad.
Oh no. The victim in this case is none other than the Professor Eugene Makitoba.
What? Well, to be written off by one's own child.
Look, I did pronounce her name correctly. I pronounced it. I was nervous, so you suddenly seem so much older and wearier than you were moments ago.
Well, apparently I'm dead, so... I mean, it's because of you, really. See, even the gallery is wondering what's going on. The judge is asking for the victim's name, the person who was killed in this case. Look through the information in the court record again, carefully, by pressing the E key. Before you kill me, for mercy's sake.
Oh dear, I simply can't ignore that disapproving look.
Now remember, Susato, I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
I thought you were disapproving.
I can be many things.
Your Excellency, please allow me to amend my answer.
Very well. I will excuse this incorrect response given your wide-eyed state of panic. What is the name of the victim in this case? And again, let me remind you, the victim, not who you wish was the victim.
wow. I didn't wish for
Wow!
Eugene Makitoba to be
Yo,
the victim. But...
Eugene's
No,
awesome.
no.
What are you talking
That's
about?
not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the first option.
Oh my God.
I was
Well,
about to ask, is there an achievement for doing the first option?
Well,
Is this
unfortunately,
because of my haircut?
it is an abomination of a haircut.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
We are going to actually stop here just because we're out of time because we got distracted by lesbian rights. So, we will continue this in the next video. We'll see you all then.